Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Double-A Eastern League. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Binghamton Mets and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. It's baseball on the show. Bobby Abbott will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit to short. And that's through, a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead. Catfish Brown will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, his contract is up after this year.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And the tag too late as he's across to tie things at 1. So a run batted in there on the double as they've come back to tie the game at 1 in the opening frame. Tom Diaz will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's been swinging a hot bat.
Jeff MacArthur will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Grounded to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top half of inning number 2. All tied at 1-1. Harmon Rodriguez will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. To short. Brown is up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone. With a moment now, let's bring up the Richmond defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have...
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Spanos. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And, Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
Now batting, right fielder, Bobby Abbott.
Harmon Rodriguez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1.
Leading off the 4th
Catfish Brown is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike 2 on the curveball. 0-2.
And a good pitch there. It's a big front door curveball, and he had no way of opening up to it.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Abbott is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. Ryan Tovar will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hit to short. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. Catfish Brown will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Shortstop, Catfish Brown.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
Well, you don't expect a guy who's having a year like this guy is having to take an ugly hack like that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys late on the fastball tonight.
And he's not throwing all that hard either. But when he throws it off the other pitches, that's where it makes it a little more difficult.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Still 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's a good job of getting that run right back. He puts a good swing on this ball, and he makes sure that that lead doesn't last long as he ties the game up on the RBI double.
In now, Tom Diaz. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. No one out with a runner at second. Taken high and deep to right. Abbott ranging back. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. A two-run blast to straightaway right field as they take the lead. It's now 4-2.
And let's take a look at where this pitch ends up. You can see there, you know, even though this pitch isn't technically in the strike zone, it's still pretty much in his wheelhouse, and he just yanks this thing right out of here.
Catfish Brown takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And ball four now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Tom Diaz will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. Drives it to deep right field. Abbott going back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The run scores from second. It's 5-2.
In the end, this will be an RBI single off the wall, but it could have and probably should have been a whole lot more.
Jeff MacArthur gets a shot now with two men on and two away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one can get there as it falls. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Well, sometimes when a guy's struggling at the plate and you know his bat is slow, you know, why speed it up with breaking pitches? Gets himself.
Michael King comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and two men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself and just focus on making good contact.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Abbott is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Squirrels lead it 5-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over.
Rosas.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Well, he winds up with 3/4 of the cycle. Couldn't quite squeeze in the triple.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight, the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Binghamton Mets and the Flying Squirrels of Richmond. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. EK, any thoughts? Catfish Brown will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And after the loss last time out, that sets up a rubber match here in the finale, so I'm expecting this to be the best.
Catfish Brown in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
It's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. Drilled to first. To second for 1.
He's out.
But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just...
Tom Diaz strides into the box, and let's see if he can keep it going after the RBI triple his first time up.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Smoke toward the hole. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here. No errors. 1 man left on. 3 innings complete. The Flying Squirrels are on top. William Rosas will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Richmond leads this one 4-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
The shortstop, Catfish Brown.
To short, hit hard. Carmona has it, and on 1 pitch, he's retired. Catfish Brown will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That evens it up 1-1. On the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
The right fielder, number 7,
Tom Diaz strides in, grounded out his last time through. Hit hard on the ground to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 8th inning coming up. The Squirrels lead it. Andy Shackelford will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now the 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting,
Alberto Zapata will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
right fielder, Steve.
And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with...
It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
Please welcome your
Catfish Brown will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Catfish Brown.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. EK, our visitors here as they take the field tonight following a scoreless top half. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
And they're 0-4 on the road trip here so far. And sometimes it doesn't matter how hard you try.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. We've played an inning, still nothing. Andy Frederickson will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Brown ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. And with that, let's bring up the Richmond defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know? At the plate, Andy Frederickson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
To short. Brown is right there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Sergio Sanchez stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First and second here with nobody out. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. And he is in there. Catfish Brown digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And a curveball in for a strike. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward the alley in left center. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Tom Diaz.
Tom Diaz is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Runners off for second. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full, and the Sea Dogs lead this one 6-0. Mike Finn is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hit to short. To his left, Brown. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Andy Frederickson will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Hit on the ground to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The batter, number 24, second baseman.
Catfish Brown will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Catfish.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
No sense in pushing this down as many as they are. So that's a great job right there by the first base coach to say, hey, hold on here. Not so fast, man. The last thing we need is you getting thrown out trying for 2.
Tom Diaz will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. The 0-1. Grounder down the line at third. Backhanded. Out. There's one. On to first. A double play.
Now batting, left fielder, Mac Williamson.
Now at the plate, Mike Finn. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, way to get dirty. He goes to first. It's there. He got him.
Wow, made it look easy.
The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Catfish Brown steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
In there at the letters 0-1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit, and he will get a force out on the play. Oh, talk about stick-to-itiveness there, and that will end the inning. Andy Frederickson will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Jose Chavez. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Ready with the 0-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
Now batting, designated hitter,
And a very good performance offensively for this bunch. But out of everyone, I think we should single out this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once
Steve
with
Lyons and our entire crew. It's baseball. It's the show. And it comes your way next.
Please welcome your flying squirrel.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Steve?
Well, I think patience at the plate.
Catfish Brown gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Into the windup and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Allsweed moves over. And that's the 3rd out. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Jose Chavez comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More to come on the Catfish Brown is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1.
We'll take a look at this on show track, and that's been an effective location for him so far. He's really been handcuffed.
Danny Cottrell will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To short. Knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Yeah, I think this has got to be an infield single. You see the reaching attempt there at short. Even if he fields this ball cleanly, there's no guarantee they were going to get him at first, and this is indeed going to be a base hit.
Catfish Brown steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Still no runs on the board for either team, and it might come down to who can manufacture a run first.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
And that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Mac Williamson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Oh, and with nobody out, that could turn out to be a big stolen base right there. Now, not only do you keep out of the double play, but you also get the ever-important go-ahead run into scoring position. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On the ground to the right side.
A spin and a throw. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Well, good fundamental baseball might just win him this ball game. You've got the go-ahead run at second base, so this guy knows exactly what he has to do. Just a simple ground ball to the right side gets that guy to third base. And now you've got all sorts of ways.
Gorkys Hernandez will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Allsweed is in now to put it away, and that'll keep the runner from tagging. Ron McNeil will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Cottrell. And that ends the inning. Kirby Montañez will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
And that's through into right field for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now back.
Catfish Brown gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Brown.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And now you can't help but think back to that tag out from just a minute ago. If he just stays where he is, he very likely scores on this ball. Instead, this one's going to wind up only being a 1-out double.
Mac Williamson will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
One out and a runner on second base. Smoke toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Gorkys Hernandez will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. The run scores from second. Is now a 5-2 game.
Now batting, second baseman, Ron McNeil.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.